Greetings, ladies, gents, oddities, and all the in-betweens. Happy Easter! Today is, in fact, Easter Sunday. And this week has been packed full of stuff. I have stories, I have events, I have new stuff, I have things I don't know what to do, one bad thing, and a random amount of good news. I don't know which to start with. But I'll start with the biggest thing that's basically happened to my room. I believe last week I complained I didn't know where my TV was. And I honestly didn't. It was lost in translation. No one knew where it was. GameStop customer service couldn't tell me anything about it. Every time I called back, I got a different story. So that was fun. But I did, however, end up getting a TV. It showed up literally after a very, very long conversation, which almost escalated to an argument, not gonna lie, with a customer service person over the location of my TV, where it was, if it was being delivered, and correspondence with other customer service reps who would talk to them. But despite that, all of that, I now have a Vizio 50-inch M-Series Quantum TV. And because it's covered in a bunch of Marvel propaganda, I ended up calling the TV Jarvis. I had to pick a name for it because it had to be put into my HomeKit so I could tell Siri to do things with it. So I decided to name it Jarvis, seeing how it's covered in Marvel propaganda, and it kept talking about Marvel on the preview for the TV. So, I have a TV now. So one of the things on the good side of the week that I wanted to talk about, Invader Zim turned 20 this week, which meant that I was watching Invader Zim, when I was 8 or 9 years old, officially. And that feels interesting and hilarious, but it makes me feel kind of bad because despite the fact it's been out for 20 years, only got 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons, and it only had its comic book that's still going and a movie. And I feel in 20 years, it's with it being such a cultural touchstone and important part of some people's lives, that you'd think there'd be more for Invader Zim besides a movie since the show ended. Also, it's Deadpool's 30th anniversary, 30th birthday. I got a bunch of pops commemorating that. I'll get to that later. I got some other stuff. But, I want to talk to you about Monday. A lot of things happened. This TV got here on Wednesday after a very, very long, annoying conversation. The TV got here Wednesday. There was that. But things happened throughout the week. That happened on Wednesday. Thursday, I went to the bank. I got from Phoenix my old TV. He gave me money, and that allowed me to go to IKEA. I went to IKEA fruitlessly on Thursday, and I went there to get a shelf because I had a big plan to deconstruct all my pop walls and organize everything where it needs to be. That fell apart because I went to IKEA, and literally the 2 things that I wanted were another lack. Lack is named for the 6-foot shelf that I have that currently holds. Technically, all of my collectibles are on lacks. My games are on lacks. The shelves are on lacks. But all my DVDs are on lacks. I buy stuff from IKEA sparingly, but I buy a lot of random things from IKEA. So I went to IKEA to get those 2 things. Didn't get it. So what I did end up getting from IKEA are these. This is a Ramschult, I think. I think you call it a Ramschult. I got this because at some point in time, my Xbox Series X fell off of a shelf, cracked, and fell onto my shelf, and that cracked my shelf. It's still on the wall, but I was talking to Grell, and she recommended this to me because this means I can like prop my shelf up in case it gets any more weight to it. Because I had to reorganize my entire room and my shelf around my TV. I'll explain that later too. Well, that kid, I got this, and I got this picture frame. I haven't gotten ink yet, but I do have an idea for this. I have a frame over here that I'm going to put pictures that matter a lot to me, and I'm going to put family stuff in this frame and other things that kind of are important to me. I'm going to put this here next to my computer. So, that's going to be a lot of random things. That's what I got from IKEA. I want to talk to you about Monday, however, because everything kind of happened day by day. Strap in. I'm going to give you short words of this story because the story is interesting. I was playing games with a good friend of mine, then the wizard, and we were playing a game that he was super interested in. He's kind of for him. That game is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I didn't own this until Thursday. I didn't own this until Thursday. I got this Thursday. I got this Thursday because I played it on Monday. I was playing it with him. He gave me a little bit of pointers on how the game works. I'm probably going to play some more with him. But that's the important part of the story right now. So, like, I was here, a day off. I had off Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I had to go work at 4, and had to get my TV. So, Monday, I was just chilling at home, playing video games, enjoying this Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and all the trial versions. I was like, I have to play this. I got, maybe 3.5 hours into my 6-hour trial. And I got a phone call from Grell's mom. I live with Grell's mom, so she doesn't usually call me for anything particular. It's usually important. So she called to tell me that she fell walking the dog. She needed me to come help her up. And I was like, oh. Quickly threw on clothes, didn't get my Apple Watch, didn't get my wallet. I just kind of threw on clothes and drove out. She told me where she was, so I went to get her. I figured out where she was for her information, and I found her on the ground with the dog, covered in blood, because apparently she fell face forward, cracked her nose. Now, I don't know a lot about things. I've seen a few cracked noses. I've seen bad things. I've lived throughout where I've done stuff, but it seemed bad for her. So when I got there, I asked her, was she okay? She said she was fine. She just needed me to take the dog home. I was curious. You want to go to the hospital? She was like, no. I need you to take the dog home. I need you to run to Walmart and pick up an order for me. And I was like, obviously, you're doing for a lot right now. Cracked nose, covered in blood, dog, blood on the leash, super dog looking over dogs. I get it. So I quickly put the dog in my car, helped her up with the help of a police officer who apparently got called to make sure that she was okay. Picked her up, got her into her car. She got into her car. She drove to urgent care. I took the dog home, got the leash and collar off of her, put her invisible fence back on her, gave her some food and water, make sure she's okay, and then I went out to Walmart. I called Walmart I drove to Walmart. On the way there, Grell called me, concerned about her mom, because apparently he tried to talk to her mom, and her mom told her she was at urgent care, and her mom gave her more information. So, Grell called me on my way to Walmart, and I explained to her what was going on. Grell, a bit concerned, but it worked, couldn't really do anything, told me to keep her updated. I got the groceries that were ordered for Grell's mom, and kind of sat home. I got a phone call from Phoenix, who walked to a store near us and he wasn't in the loop of what's going on. I called him, didn't know he was home or not. I was like, hey, if you're home, make sure the dog stays fine. And he was out of the store. I went, picked him up, brought him back here, and then there was that. I thought technically she went urgent care, had a cracked nose, they gave her some gauze, some wrappings, she'd be fine. Went out, got myself some lunch. I got a sub made with Wagyu beef. I got a cheesesteak made with Wagyu beef, or I guess maybe it's Wagyu steak. But I got that. It was actually interesting, but I didn't get to enjoy it immediately. I then went from getting this Wagyu beef, and I went over to a store called Redner's. I don't know if Redner's where you are. If you know where Redner's is. We have Redner's here. I went into a Redner's so I could get some chips, and I could get a little bit of food to get me through the next few days, because I need to eat something, and I kind of want chips with my thing. I got like maybe mid-cart. So I meant like I got like half a cart full of stuff, and randomly, Grail's mom calls me back and says, hey, I went to urgent care. They can't help me. I need you to come back, meet me in the driveway, and drive me to a different urgent care facility in Smyrna. She's Wayne is important. I understand. She dropped her nose. This is important. So I kind of painstakingly put everything back and just kind of drove back to the house. Now, I kind of thought that when I was going shopping, my shopping day would be a little bit long for a Monday, seeing how Easter is coming this weekend. I thought it'd be slow. I brought my Switch with me because I planned to just chill out and play some more Story of Seasons, Friends of Millennium. So I just got all that. I was sub in my bag. I get to the house, hop in the car, and I drive Grail's mom to a different urgent care facility. I had a sub. I got some cheese curls. I sat there, realized, in that moment, dropped her off, realized I didn't have anything to drink. So I decided to be smart. I went to McDonald's. I knew where I was in Smyrna. Got some McDonald's, get something to drink, got something else to eat, to supplement the sub, ate the sub, and basically sat there listening to comedy specials. I listened to Kyle Kinane, Traveling in the Ditch, and Whiskey Icarus. That ate about 2.5 hours of time of me waiting, and I also played a lot of Story of Seasons. So about 2.5 hours into me waiting there, Grail's mom texts me and says, this place can't help me. I have to go to Christiana. Now, if you've never been in Delaware is... it's close together with certain things, but certain things are farther away. I live in kind of a rural area, not country, not super city, but kind of rural from where it is. And most of Delaware is kind of city. Like if you drive 10 minutes one direction, you'll leave a city, go to another city, and it will be spurts of houses, farms, everything together. Me going to Smyrna and going to Christiana is about 45 minutes. So I was like, is this important? He was like, yeah, I'm going there. I'm going to get an ambulance. They'll take me up there. I need you to meet me there. So when I get done, I can drive back home. I'm like, okay. I called Grail. I asked Grail if she wanted to come. She couldn't come because she had to work. She had to open in the morning. I had the day off, so I was like, screw it. I drove up to the thing. On the way there, I asked her which hospital she was going to, because Christiana Care technically advances out to different things. Christiana Care is a really big thing. So, in Dover, we have Bay Health, and Bay Health is kind of infecting a lot of things. I'm infecting, a lot of things are important with Bay Health, but Christiana Care is kind of like the same thing in Newark, Philadelphia area. A lot of things are associated with Christiana Care. So I originally knew where I was going, GPS'd it because she told me she's going to the Christiana Care Hospital, and I went to the Union Hospital. I went to the wrong hospital originally. Thinking about it, went to the wrong hospital. Didn't know which one she went to. While going to the hospital, all of my food, like the food I ate, like I ate it because like I was playing games and eating things. So that sub and cheese curls, McDonald's I got, gone. I sat there for 2 hours basically chilling, not eating anything else, waiting for this to happen. So I drove to the wrong hospital, realized the hospital probably wasn't the one that she was going to, and then turned around because I had crossed over into Maryland to get to this hospital. So on my way back from Maryland, I saw something amazing. I saw Sonic. I talked about it before. I love Sonic. I miss having Sonics here. So I took it upon myself to get something from Sonic. I didn't want to get a lot of things. I didn't know how much longer I had to wait. Now, keep this in mind, perspective-wise. I left this house around 3. I found this Sonic around 8, 9 o'clock at night. As after finding a rural hospital, I got Sonic. I realized I regret now not getting more food from Sonic while I was there, because I got a super large drink and I got tater tots. Because like those are the 2 things I want the most from Sonic if I ever went to one. I miss having Route 44 drinks, like these super large drinks, like $4. So I got a cherry lime slush with strawberry and mango and tri pieces in it. Amazing, loved it. So I left from Sonic and then I drove to the right hospital. I got to the right hospital and realized that Christiana Care is a really big hospital. Didn't know which part she was in. So I decided to be smart and just park in the main parking lot and wait. When I did that, I texted her when I got there. It's like 10:30. Saying, hey, I'm here. So, in the parking lot, 10:30, and I got a text back saying, it's going to be a long night. I have nothing else to do the next day. I'm like, whatever. Now, I'm like, whatever. I wait for it. I decided to do some stuff while doing that. So I watched Nate Bargatze's new comedy special on Netflix because I had so much time on my hands. I watched his entire special. I watched his old special. I had to go to the bathroom once. I had to get out and find a bathroom, which was super fun. I then decided I was hungry again, need something else to drink, so I then went to a went to a Wawa. Super chill Wawa. They sell like automotive things there. Went to Wawa, figured that out. Got something else to drink, got hot chocolate, got some Sprite, got a sandwich, because between everything that I was getting super hungry. I needed to eat something. I got some more food. Something else I got this week. This is Through Art We Are All Equals by Slaves, back when Johnny Craig was still the singer of Slaves. I bought this CD. I bought this CD because Johnny Craig I like Johnny Craig a little bit. He's a good singer. But iTunes took this out of my iTunes account because on the back of it, there's a lot of tracks. But the regular album ends here. And these are all extra songs made by Captain Midnight and the remixes of Song of the Thing. For some reason, iTunes just didn't give me those songs back. So I had to buy this CD. I'm looking for it for a very long time. I found it on Amazon. And I got it shipped to me. And that arrived here on Friday. Yeah. No, sorry, Thursday night. So I got that. So after waiting for all this thing, watching 2 comedy specials, killing time, eating food, I got something else to eat because I was just hungry at that point. And eventually, Grell's did get finished. Around like 2:55, 3-ish, she got out of the hospital. She got out of the emergency room. She has stitches. She has a returning appointment. And she does look better than she originally did when she went in. So I then drove her back home and got home around like 3:40 in the morning. Now, for someone who has insomnia and someone who used to have a relationship with someone who lived in Newark, it really wasn't a big deal. If I was still with that person, she was still going to college at UD, it would have been like an hour day for me. But I was literally pulled out of bed. I didn't have a lot of stuff on me. I didn't prepare for this day. So that day kind of dragged on. That was Monday. Monday was bad. Monday was long. Monday was weird. But that was Monday. The rest of my week exactly pretty good. I got paid. My TV showed up on Wednesday. I have it now. This is the empty box. My TV's up in my room. I did that Wednesday night. I spent a large amount of my time Wednesday night reorganizing and relocating my consoles to a different part of my room because my TV's outputs are on the opposite side of where my stuff originally was. So I spent a lot of time fixing that to work out the way it is. I reorganized all of my games and did all that stuff. Now, it was also April Fool's Day this week. And life playing jokes on you is a big part of how these things work. So, on April Fool's Day, I did buy myself something. On April Fool's Day, I bought myself a game. I got Outriders Day 1 Edition, which kind of feels like a joke now because Outriders is free in Game Pass. This title was not guaranteed to love it, so I paid full price for a game that showed up free in Game Pass. So that kind of feels like a joke. I also found this. A customer traded this in forever ago. This is a steelbook copy of Tales of Vesperia. It's a game that I super enjoyed watching my good friend Shepard play, whose channel is Like Valkyrie, and she has really good videos, and she has a really good playthrough, completed, of a vanilla game of Tales of Vesperia. I super enjoyed it. I would want to play it myself. I also didn't recognize that when I bought this, there's the definitive edition of this in Game Pass also. So, I got 2 thick label fulls that I technically already had for free. So I like to think that was my April Fool's joke to myself. But I got this game because because it's PS4 copy of the game. But it came with the PlayStation soundtrack for it, and I haven't actually heard the music for it. But when I was watching Shepard play it on her YouTube channel, I super did like the sound that she was playing. Music was really good. So that's what I got on April Fool's Day. Well, April Fool's Day was Wednesday. So Friday, I got paid. Friday I got paid. Thursday I went up to I went up to IKEA. Joke's on me. Didn't get what I wanted. But I got some stuff. Friday, I got a lot of random stuff. Now, don't be concerned. I had a decent paycheck, and I'm on top of everything, mostly. So I did get some stuff. One of the things that was gotten for me, I didn't get, was this. Grell got me Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ultimate Edition. I actually played some of this on stream this week, and I don't think I'm going to actually stream this game. It's an Assassin's Creed game. I thought it would be interesting. It'll be different. It has Vikings in it. I thought it would be fun. Not saying that it's not. I just don't want to stream it because so much of it is cutscene after cutscene and do this, do there. And that's kind of the Assassin's Creed formula, but I'm usually not a big fan of the Assassin's Creed formula because it's so much random stuff together and it's just another thing connected to something else. And after a while, it gets to you. And I don't want to play that type of gameplay on stream because I feel that I try to play things that engage and talk, not me staring blindly into my screen. Now, other things that I got on Friday. I got this AI Summoning Files Special Edition project. I don't know what this is. Let me explain. I didn't buy this stupidly. My good friend Shepard bought this game. I've seen trailers for this game, and I've never played it. My Shepard played it. She told me I would like it. Shepard got me into the Tales series because that's not a lot. I got into Tales series because one of my friends in high school played Berseria and like wanted me to try it, and I actually did like that. But Shepard doesn't usually steer me wrong with games that she thinks I would like, and with animes and things like that. I trust her judgment when it comes to things that she thinks I would like. So I got this game. I realize it's taking a lot of time. Not gonna open this. But I have this cool random thing. Got this. Something else I got. This is my copy of No Straight Roads. You might question why I say my copy of No Straight Roads. I originally pre-ordered this game for Xbox, and I also pre-ordered it for Nintendo Switch. I ordered it for Nintendo Switch, never picked it up because I wanted the collector's edition version of it, couldn't find it, couldn't get it. It's on my list of things I will get before the year ends. But I could never get it, and I thought it would be sold, I'd never find it again. This game has sat at my store since last year when the pre-order came and no one bought it. It price dropped down to $20, so I just picked it up. I got my employee discount on it. I just picked it up because I just wanted it officially for a thing. And I heard that the Switch port is a little bit more stable than the Xbox port. It's a whole thing about the game and gameplay mechanics and how me, Grell, and Paneer couldn't beat a level for reasons. Don't get into it. It's a thing. It's a random thing. But the game is still solid, so I wanted it for Switch. Other thing that I sort of wanted to get but never actually could find is this. This is William Fisk. If you don't know who that is, he's the Kingpin. That's a Spider-Man reference. And this will go with my thing. So now I have to get a Spider B Parker, and then I will have all of the Spider-Man into Spider-Verse thick pins. Anything else back about that? Nope. So, as I said, I got Deadpool Pops, because Deadpool's 30th anniversary. Starting with this. This is Sermon Roman Sinister. It's Deadpool's Roman Sinister. This is Deadpool 30th anniversary. I think you see this, but Deadpool is coming out of a cake for 30th anniversary. And I mostly got this set because I only need 2 more completed, so I just figured I just like could get it. I'll get it. I'll get most of the entire set. I'm still gonna figure it out later. Next, I have Deadpool Flamingo. I also got Deadpool Lark. Don't fall. A little bit right. No, do not fall. You don't fall. And I also got Deadpool Barista. I honestly got these things not really because of the Deadpool aspect of it, because I do like Deadpool, But because they actually remind me of a lot of my friends. Because I've had friends who things. I actually have friends that LARP. I have friends that actually love to make things. I have a friend who's really into mythology. I have a friend who's fabulous. And I have a friend at LARP. So, like, I figured I'd get all this random stuff. I got all this stuff at GameStop during this thing called the spring sale. Which meant if I bought a bag like this. That's in there too. I got a bag like this. I got 20% off my pops. So I got all these pops for $8.99 because of the bag sale. That actually was pretty good. They ended up being $50 for all the pops. Another pin I got that I didn't know came out is I got Chief. Master Chief has a fig pin. I don't know if there's more, but I'm starting to get Master Chief memorabilia and collector's things. But I'm going to limit myself to things that aren't super expensive, that aren't cost me normal like. This video is over 30 minutes. So I'm trying to wrap it up. And I will end on the good news that happened. Getting all these random things was a process. It was a thing. My store is a thing. But while shopping on Saturday, I got a phone call from my boss who asked me, could I spend some time to talk? I said, yeah. Whatever it was, I was curious if I was in trouble or anything. Told me that it might be a good thing, actually. I got promoted? I'll explain really quickly. There's a store somewhere there's a store in Maryland. There's a store in Maryland, Easton, Maryland to be exact. There's a store in Easton, Maryland that apparently needs some help. I am super into helping people. Another store needs help. I get it. I'd love it if someone else was in trouble, someone would come and help us. So, stories of help. I am being temporarily promoted to ASL to work at their store to make sure that their store is on its feet and everything is working out for them. I'm getting a pay increase to account for the amount of gas that I'm going to spend because this store is an hour away from me. 58 minutes, not counting traffic. So it's probably going to be like an hour 15 minutes away from me, and I start on Tuesday. That's awesome, random, and it's probably going to be fun, but a little bad. I don't know yet. But I start there soon, so I'm going to start there, and that's my good news. So, there's that. This video's gone on for a very long time, and I'm going to end it now. Thank you so much for listening to my issues, my triumphs, and seeing the things that I've got together. I do these videos mostly for my family and also because I need something to do with my free time, and I like showing off things in this. These are my Insomnia files, and I thank you all for watching. I really do. No one really follows me. I have 71 people that follow me, and no one I know watches my content. But in the end, I thank you for watching. And if this has gone on too long, it's been a little bit weird, you don't understand what I'm saying, or I'm talking about nothing, in the end, you can always ignore me. Thank you for your time.